this course, the lab exercise or demo will be attempted only inside our internal network and web application. Please note that most of the attacks described in the lecture are illegal. So only try your own network and web application. It is better if you rather disconnect your machine from internet. NPTEL will not responsible for any action performed outside your own lab environment. Now we will discuss about our first phase of hacking, reconnaissance. Reconnaissance is the phase where the attacker gathers information about the target using active or passive means. Passive information gathering. In passive information gathering, we gather information not by directly communicating with the victim. We may gather information from any other source, may from different search engine, social site or company website. We can also gather information using open web, like Whois, Netcraft, history of the website like archive.org. Maybe sometimes we also use Google search and some search operator in Google like site, in URL, file type, etc. Now have a look. Whois database lookup. Whois allows us to access information about the target including registration details, IP address, contact information containing the addresses, email ID, phone number. It also displays domain owner and domain register. Suppose we want to gather information about the domain Microsoft.com. Now see the result. We already gathered information about the registered date, update on, expire on and different name server, registered data like name, organization, address, city, state, postal code, country, even if email ID and phone number also. Now using Netcraft we can also gather information. Netcraft is an internet service company based in England. Using this service one can find the list of subdomain and the operating system of the corresponding server. Now suppose using Netcraft tool we are going to gather information about the same domain Microsoft.com. Now see, we get all the subdomain for that particular domain Microsoft.com and the corresponding OS in which that particular server is running. History of the website. It is very easy to get a complete history of any website using www.archive.org. Now suppose using the archive.org we are going to search the history of the website nptel.ac.in. Now see, the particular domain started in the year 2013, and year 2013 there is only one update, that is on December 10. Now suppose I want to see the website at that particular date, 10th December 2013. It's just welcome to. Now suppose I want to see the web application in any other previous day. Now see, the website is look like this in December 28, 2014. So now this way we can gather information from a web application in any previous day.
Google search. The Google search engine is a hacker's best friend, especially when it comes to information gathering. Google supports the use of various search operators which allow a user to narrow down and pinpoint search results. Now we'll discuss about some basic operators in Google search. Cite operator. Cite operator has been used to limit the result for a particular site. For example, suppose we are going to limit our search result with only the site Microsoft.com. So now I am opening my browser and using the cite operator I will search for only Microsoft.com domain. Now see the result. We get only those results which related with the site Microsoft.com. Now see Microsoft.com. So all the search results are basically related with the domain, that means with the site Microsoft.com. Let's filter those out to see what other subdomains may exist at Microsoft.com. So we are going to search site Microsoft.com minus site www.microsoft.com. So now see, this result basically subtract all the result which is related with the subdomain www.microsoft.com. So we got all the result with the site Microsoft.com other than the subdomain www.microsoft.com. So see, we can get support.microsoft.com, todo.microsoft.com, support.microsoft.com, and so on. Now we can also use entitle search parameter. So using entitle search parameter, search only in those pages title for a word or phrase. Use exact match for phrases. So for example, suppose I am searching entitle then with the phrase penetration testing. So we will get all the result where penetration term or penetration testing phase is basically related. See, penetration testing. Okay, here is also the term penetration testing is there. So by using entitle search parameter, we can search a particular word phrase. Now we also use in URL search parameter. So using in URL search parameter, we are basically look for a word or phrase in the document URL that can combine with other terms. In URL colon, then suppose I'm searching login term. See, so using in URL search parameter, we search all the login pages. That means where the login page is available, it basically search that particular in URL. Now using the search parameter file type, we can also search a particular file type like PDF, doc, Excel, PPT, like this. So it basically match only a specific file type. For example, suppose in URL, then microsoft.com and file type is basically PDF. Now see, in the URL microsoft.com, we search for the file type PDF. So for this particular search operation, we get all the PDF file type in the URL microsoft.com. Here we can also combine two or more search operator to narrow down our search result. Inside microsoft.com, we want to find PPT file with specific phase penetration testing. So our search string is like this: site, then microsoft.com, then file type, PPT, and then the term penetration testing. Now see, we get all the PPT file for a particular site microsoft.com related with the term penetration testing. Now, how to use this search parameter to exploit some domain or IP addresses? I am giving you one example. Most of the CCTV camera application use the page with default name control/userimage.html. So use the search parameter in URL control/userimage.html to find out all the CCTV camera facing to the internet with default page control/userimage.html. Now have a look. In URL, then colon control/userimage.html. Now see, we got lots of CCTV camera IP address which is facing to the internet. Now some of these CCTV camera are vulnerable. They may don't have any user ID or password. Sometimes they only use the default user ID or password. Other than this, we can also perform maybe brute force attack, maybe dictionary attack for penetrating inside the CCTV camera. Now suppose I am opening the first link. Now see. Wow, it's a live camera. There is no user ID or password. So this camera is not secure and it's facing to the internet. So we get all the video which basically captured using this particular CCTV camera. Now check the second one. Wow, it's another camera view. So this CCTV camera is also not secure. So like this we can find out the CCTV camera which is facing to the internet, and further we can perform different attack which we will discuss in later tutorial. Now email harvesting. Using the Harvester tool available in Kali Linux is an email account's username and hostname or subdomain gathering tool. As an example, if you want to find email addresses and hostname for a target domain using Google, we can use the tool the Harvester. Email harvesting. The Harvester tool available in Kali Linux is an email account username and hostname or subdomain gathering tool. As an example, if you want to find email address and hostname for a target domain using Google, then we can use the tool the Harvester. Now from terminal we can use the Harvester tool. Now for help we can use the Harvester-H. And now see, to specify the domain we need to use -d option, and for data source like Google, LinkedIn, PGP, Twitter, we need to use -b option. Now suppose I am searching all the mail ID or domain name or host name for nptel.ac.in. So first we need to use the tool the Harvester. Then we need to specify the domain name using the parameter -d. So domain name is nptel.ac.in. Now we need to specify the data source. So by using the -b parameter we can specify the data source, and by including the option all we can include all the data source option. Now see the tool, the harvester search for nptel.ac.in. it's searching in Google, in PGP, in Netcraft, ThreatCrowd, Chris, VirusTotal, Bing, and so on. And finally we got the result. No email found and host found in search engine, that is total 16 hosts are found with their IP address, and all are listed here like forums.nptel.ac.in with the IP address 14.139.160.155, then login.nptel.ac.in with the IP address 14.139.160.154, and so on.